Hello everybody and welcome to Texas, the host of this beautiful afternoon in the just beautiful sunny day here around the course of the American GP. EvilDragonxxl host, and joining me as per usual in this comments box is my beautiful co-host Vectro666. Say hello to us, beautiful crowd. There is a cat. Say hello, Vectro.
Yes, my cat already opened for me. Hello there, everyone. Hope it's gonna be a good race tonight. While Don Silva is standing still.
Don Silva standing still for a second here. I'm just going to get the standings up, of course, because thanks to a good old friend here, Matty D, who sent me the standings, because they don't seem to have the standings anywhere I can find, so I've got the standings. So let's get them up here. Well, we've got Solid Ninja Snake, Johnny, Nezeran, Baba, Decana, Rabbit Donkey, Matt. We've got Tin Can, we've got Combi, S40, Advanced Apple, Kane, Don. We've got Senator, Cobb, Infinity, Tubby Ninja. We've got Colonel Gaddafi and the Roadhouse. We're going to look on board with Matty D then, of course. The very famous driver, of course. One of, if not one of the quickest drivers in the league, of course. But you have to go to the standings and read that through. And you have to say, though, it is all looking good right now for this Force India. Matty D, or Matt Davis as he is known, of course, here. He leads the championship by 10 points, 257, ahead of Solid Snake with 247. A big gap, of course, down third place, of which is Advanced Apple with 166 points. So really, it's going to be between these two drivers to be going up front to winning the championship.
We've got a yellow flag. Senator has gone off.
Indeed, people starting to set that. Looks on board, of course. We're looking at Matty D up the road there. Looks to be one of the McLarens. I believe that looks like it could be Solid Snake, or it will be Tiger Car, who isn't here, I'm pretty certain. So it looks like it would be, unless I've missed him out, it looks like it would be the other McLaren of Solid Snake. Well, coming through the last corner does Matty D. Comes up the last corner. Beautiful line, by the way. Comes to the line and goes P1 there. A 133.5 improvements to be made there, but 2/10 ahead of second position.
Senator has gone off again. I don't know what's happening with him. By the way, Baba and S40 are on these super soft tires. Maybe some interesting race strategy going on there. They of course start on those tires, if I am correct.
Indeed, they will start on that tyres. If that is the tyres, they end up starting the race, and of course 2/10 between the guys. Everyone within 10 seconds of each other. Right at the back right now is Combi. Unfortunately, there is a Williams that gets out of the way of Solid Snake. But you have to say, is yellow flags in sector 1 and sector 2 for a brief second. There is a
that was Don Silva. With Don Silva going off.
Well, the McLaren,
some people have already completed the first run. A bit of a mess up between Infinity and his teammate in the Mercedes pit box. Infinity has to wait for a long time. Will cost him some time for a new lap.
Indeed, but like we say up front right now, it is Matty D ahead of Kovic here, who is, I believe, let's get the championship standing up, is in 5th place in the championship right now. We have to go all the way down and say Nezeran already in 11th in the season, by the way, despite only coming in for the last 3 races. He's at 240. Oh, sorry, he is at 43 points. Actually, he's quite a little bit way down. He's 214 down on the guys ahead, but he's already ahead of the likes of Don Silva, the Tubby Ninja, Tiger Car, Rabbit Donkey, Colonel Gaddafi, Combi, and Senator and Tin Can right at the back of the championship right now on a total of 1 point. Scoring across last time out in Suzuka.
Not quite sure. I've been looking at Rabbit Donkey and I saw him speeding full speed to the pit lane, and I think an AR driver has taken over.
Taken over who?
Rabbit Donkey just went through the pit lane on full speed, and now it looks like an AI is driving for him.
Perhaps it's an AI, we never know. Well,
yeah, he just went to the pit lane on full speed. Really weird.
Very weird indeed. Well, If you have any comments in the chat, do feel to put them in. Of course, we are here in America. Texas here, of course, home of the Rattlesnake. Snake of Stone Cold Steve Austin as well. If you're a wrestling fan, you'll understand that reference there. If you're not, then it's home of many other things.
Don Silva's gone off again. This time in Sector 2. He's not having a good time at the moment.
Don Silva. This circuit, of course, very tricky little track made by, of course, the famed Herman Tilke. One of my favourite circuits he's made. Of course, Malaysia up there, but of course we know Malaysia no longer to be on the calendar. It's up there, isn't it? The Herman Tilke design circuits with the likes of Istanbul Park, if you remember that, with the old Turn 8. Of course, this track gets a big throwback, doesn't it, Vetra, to that Turn 8, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's the other way around. It's still quite fast, but I did like the Turn 8. Well, the Turn 8 Istanbul Park a lot better. Just because I feel it was a lot more fast on the exit.
Yeah, it's a lot bigger radius than this corner, of course. When you look at the circuit itself, you realise that it's got a very big radius, and it kind of doesn't go like this. It kind of opens up round about here. It kind of opens up there, and it's not such a long corner. It's more 8 little kind of kinks, isn't it? Yeah,
I did like the Istanbul Park one a lot better. But this one is also a very good corner. We've seen also in real life someone make a move there. I think it was Sainz.
Yep, Sainz on, I think, was it Perez, I think it could have been. Of course, last year in the
Force Indias. Yeah, and that was a really good move. So you can overtake there. You have to be very, very ballsy there then.
Indeed, on the topic...
So, another yellow flag. Senatori has gone off momentarily.
Yeah, of course, you have to remember, of course, talking about that kind of Turn 8 kind of section, of course, you have to say about Verstappen, of course, when he did that controversial move, would be the least we could say about his move there.
It was a really good move.
Yeah,
it was a really good move, but I do not think the race stewards were really consistent with the penalties, because a lot of drivers did a lot of stuff which was not... By the way, Kovic Jimmy has retired. He has gone into the wall.
He's lost the front left of that Red Bull, unfortunately, but so we don't know what's happened. He's either spun it there very hefty, but looks like he's well, he looks like he has done that. So would got on the curb, hit the wall on the left, and they must have rebounded. Easy thing to do.
A really interesting point where he's actually standing. Not quite sure how he ended up there, but it's not going to be pole for him then. He's got to hope he can retain the second position. It's Matt in provisional pole position at the moment, but Jimmy is not going to be very happy, because I think he wanted to get another chance at pole. He just got to wait and see now if he can retain the second place.
Indeed, however, you have to realise that the Roadhouse is just there, of course. Last time winner was Combi, by the way. He did win out last time out, we believe. Yes, he did. But
Gaddafi is in the wall.
Yes, there's been
Gaddafi in the wall. And Salvatore as well.
Huge lag going on here. Oh my god.
Gaddafi is in the wall. Who are you watching at the moment? I don't see any lag.
I'm looking at Senatori there. Everything's good. It's lagged quite a dramatic chunk there. We've managed to mend it with the pause button there, but a huge amount of lag just then hitting us there. I was about to say, a Roadhouse, by the way, he's starting his lap. He's only about, well, 90 thousandths off of Combi. He's ahead of him in the championship by a few points as he comes through the S's then. The Sauber driver comes through the long little right-hander into a quick left. Little kink, then up the hill a bit more, into another right, into another left. Maggots, Beckett's and Chapel-esque section, and of course it's almost like the S's of Suzuka as well in there. Comes into a little kink there as well, flat out of course, and it's a quick braking then, down to at least about 50 miles an hour, even 60 occasionally, into 50. Get a slide on the exit, then building up speed. Matty Deer, another pass to slap. 6 temps up. And
Matt is in the wall, or did he retire?
He just retired.
He's happy with his lap. Or?
Yeah, well, 10 seconds to go of qualification, of course.
Tinkan in the wall. Really hard impact.
Tinkan off the road.
A really hard impact. And Advanced Apple, he is just normally retired. But Tinkan is in the wall. It was not his plan. Not a yellow flag.
Yeah, yellow flag's going out. Roadhouse, by the way, he's only got this very, very long right-handers to go. Oh, 4 or 5 of them comes through. Let's see. Can he jump ahead of Combi? He needs to really do this for his championship position and championship hopes. Comes to the last corner, chucks the car in. 3rd gear, up into 4th on the exit. Gets a bit of a slide. Can he go and get that car 2nd position? Johnny was in 3rd for a brief second. Down to 4th goes Convis. Nezerin up to 6th. Solid Snake. What can he do?
He's the next to come to the line, and after that is Combi. No, Combi goes first. Combi comes to the line, and he goes 7th. Solid Ninja down to 9th. Can he improve?
And the one who's 2nd in the standings, only 10 points off of Matty D. He really needs this to be good. Comes through those last few corners, runs a bit wide. That's not going to help his lap time. A few temps. So another position has been updated. Kane up to 3rd. Solid Ninja, what can he do? Comes to the line, stays 10th. That is absolutely, that is terrible luck for him. That is the last thing he wanted.
S40 has spun. S40 has spun. He's not going to finish his lap. Infinity comes to the line.
3rd.
3rd Infinity.
Great position, up to 3rd. That jumps him all the way from 16th. Great effort.
Top is down to 6th. He didn't retain his 2nd place. It's all really close there. Kovis, he missed out by 2 tenths. Well, more actually, like 3 tenths to 2nd position. No, even more than that. I don't know what I'm talking about. Even though Kovis is not happy with his lap, it was quite unfortunate for him that he hit the wall.
Indeed, but a huge disappointment for Solid Ninja Snake, the one who's 2nd in the championship, 10 points behind Matt Davis, of course. Well, he's not going to be...
11th place.
Yeah, 11th place. If he stays where that is in the race, he's going to get no points. Hopefully he'll move through the field because he really needs to beat Matt Davis right now to jump up the standings. Of course, if he beats him today somehow, he'll of course gain a few positions. But if Matt wins and Solid can't keep positions, we've only got a few rounds left. It's not looking good for his championship hopes right now, is it?
No, it's not. No, we really have to...
there goes the front tyre. Well, there goes this front tyre anyway. Solid Snake.
Well,
oh dear.
Well,
could that
he
be?
Gave his mechanic some work, some practice.
Could that be scenes of the race? Is that foreshadowing there for his championship hopes for the rest of the season? A front right tyre and a front ring off. Let's hopefully not jinx it, but
you've jinxed more than once. So.
I've jinxed more for that.
S40 has run out of fuel, and he was able to make it back to the pits.
And that must be why
we're going to see it.
So your official rundown of the grid then. It is Matt D, it is Roadhouse, Infinity, Kane, Johnny, Koves, Advanced Apple, Nezerin, Combi, Tin Can, Solid Ninja, Tubby, Dukana, Senator, we've got S40, Baba, we've got Coronel Gaddafi, we've got Rabid Donkey, Don Silva at the back. Of course, Rabid and Don not selling lap times, perhaps they had a penalty ban for qualification. Now we go to the race, and now we look at our beautiful thing.
After a brief loading screen.
Well, whilst clouds gloom over American politics in real life, sunshine and beauty surrounds us here in Texas. Back down in the south of America, of course, but in the north part of America, but in the south of that north. Of course, the biggest state in America, home of many things, bulls, lots of bulls, and probably gonna get a lot of people. Beautifully sculpted.
Probably, well, beautifully spoken, Evil. It's a nice country, nice countryside, and a lot of cows and stuff. Well, we've got to be ready for the start of the race.
Here we go, 5 red lights, Matty D versus Roadhouse, and it is, lights out and away we go, and Matt gets a good start, Roadhouse slotting in behind, but it's a good start from Infinity already off the start line. Bad start from the McLaren, by the way, that is, and everyone bunching up behind, but Matty D leads away straight away, everyone else bunching up behind, Roadhouse and Johnny side by side into turn number 1, but everyone clean away at the back by the looks of it so far. Everyone flying through the left, right, and no, they haven't. Oh, I cursed it again. Off. That's Roadhouse, and that looked to be, I believe that must have been the Rabbit Donkey is out as well. I believe Rabbit Donkey out.
Yeah, Rabbit Donkey out of the session.
Now he has had to come together with another driver there. Now it looked like that was a Renault, I believe, or someone collecting him. He's already dropped down to the back.
There's cars bunching up. There's cars bunching up in 14th position. Dicana. And S40 making a move on him.
A huge carnage head. And Combi all the way down the back. Solid Ninja already making a few moves here on board with the McLaren as he tries to pass the Red Bull. Goes down the inside of the Red Bull. Rabbit Donkey rejoins, by the way, so he disconnects and gets back through. Further back, we've got Tubby Ninja having a bit of a look on that Red Bull as well as the Red Bull tries to get back on Solid Ninja. Almost touches the rear end of him, but Khan is immediately on that number one. As I say, everyone got off the line. Roadhouse, I was looking on board with, has a huge accident with another car.
Advanced Apple side by side with Infinity to turn 8. Is he going to hold it? No, he's not.
Has to back out there as he'll run over our camera. Combi having a little look on Advanced Apple low. Oh, they've hit each other. Oh, they've really hit each other. Matty D, first lap. By the way, Nezerin, great start from him. Up into third. Tin Can in the pit lane, by the way. You've got the McLaren of Solid Ninja already coming through.
Combi under pressure of Solid Ninja.
Down
is he going to make a move stick though?
Locks up. Oh, was that for the Red Bull there? Hitting them. Was there damage on that car?
It was damage, Jimmy.
Huge dive there from such a long way back.
Yeah, Solid Ninja on the super soft.
Off the Williams. The Williams, that's Combi off.
Yeah, he is spun.
Just about avoid Don Silva. Hit the back of the Red Bull.
Close.
How could that be in 11th position, by the way? Good stuff from him.
Move from Johnny. He didn't quite make it stick though. He was looking for it. He might have a run down to the straight.
Indeed, looking on board, like you said, looking back on the back of the Red Bull to the Ferrari down the inside, locking up, hits the car, runs wide, they both survive just about, now side by side, now on the outside, Ferrari will go to the outside, Red Bull up the inside, now it's an advantage Ferrari here, as he has the grip here. Is that Red Bull going to chuck down the inside? Yes, he is, in contact with the Ferrari, they just about survive each other there, look out for the Renault behind.
It's all plays into the hands of Canal, he's licking his lips. And he's ready to win. And he's trying to make a move from Johnny now in a moment.
Yeah, the Red Bull running extremely wide there. The Ferrari also running wide. Matty D running away with this. 4 seconds up the road on that 2 already. DRS enabled this lap. Nezerin runs wide again. Look out for Johnny. He's going to have the slipstream as they come towards turn 1. Easy to make a dive here. Nezerin knows it already. He goes defensive, forcing him to go around the long way. Let's see if he can do it. Has to try and cut back. Nezerin, brave of it, just about holds him off there. Now that Red Bull has to try around the outside, looking aboard a River Renault now, as we look at the Ferrari and the Red Bull scrapping away, the Renault closing up. Great stuff here, battle for 4th, 3rd, 2nd, all the way down to about 6th or 7th, I believe. The Red Bull gets a big tank slapper on the exit of the corner. This is advantage Renault now as he tries to the inside. Let's see if the Renault can do anything. Does launch it down the inside. Red Bull goes on the outside. Now Kane can't do anything on Johnny there. Now DRS will be activated. But has he got the DRS? Or has? Get our little details up there on the bottom of the telemetry. He has DRS. But also Johnny has DRS. So it's going to be really difficult for him to make a dive here. If he can. Toro Rosso, by the way, looking out for him in the background there. That is of Advanced Apple. And Solid Snake up into 6th already.
I'm looking back in the field, S40 having a battle with Coronel, with the Roadhouse, side by side. S40 has to yield.
Oh, well, looks like Infinity spun. Infinity. That's Infinity.
Infinity, has he hit the wall? He has.
Spun.
It doesn't look like he has any damage though. Maybe a bit on the front wing, but not too much. Combi on the back of Don, he's trying to make a move. He's trying to do a Verstappen, but it didn't work for him.
Coronel Gaddafi gets a penalty, by the way. Good run, by the way, for 6th position. Solid Ninja are looking at this battle here. Battling with Advanced Apple here. Advanced squeezing him as much as he can to the inside to try and discourage him. Does he go down the inside? Yes, he does. Gives a middle a nudge on the exit And now the Red Bull of Combi going around the outside. Does he do it? Yes, he does as well. So Advanced Apple, 2 positions lost in the space of about 100 yards left. Tried to push Snake up against the wall there, tried to be brave. Didn't work, got squeezed out and lost a position, 2 positions in fact, out of that, unfortunately, there for him.
And looking at 14th position, Dikana having a beautiful battle with Baba and Gaddafi. It's all really close, from 13th to 15th.
Perhaps even to 12, sorry, should you say, to about 15th. Even 16th, actually, they're all very close. Team Canada,
yeah,
time
Baba
penalty.
is sizing up a move. He looks for it. Gonna focus on the exit now.
An exit, good exit for him.
Bad exit. Now they're side by side on the straight, and he has already made the move.
Look out.
Can Coronel come back?
No, look out for Dikana.
Yeah,
Dikana, I was about to say, he's going to go down the inside of thing. And whilst the Mercedes fancies a look around the inside, down the inside, sneaky trying, goes the Haas. Can't do anything there straight away, but he's still there on the outside.
And Don has taken Combi. Don has taken Combi as well. Really smart from him.
Dikana going down the inside. Great little dive then from the Haas. The Mercedes caught napping there on the exit, and that's what that happens there when they get an exit. He'll pounce on any opportunity then. Don Silver in 15th, by the way. He's looking at the back of Gaddafi. I think Gaddafi may have slight damage on the front of that car. He's very, very slidey out of the long right-handers, as we say. And now under pressure from the other Renault.
Looking at the front again. Canal on the back of Johnny. Really close there. And Solid Ninja Snake not far behind him. And also Coffee Ninja is really close.
Oh, well, there goes Johnny
then. Johnny has a penalty actually.
Yeah, running off the road there. Dirty.
Time penalty.
Yeah, getting a wiggle on there, running aboard of him just at that time, unfortunately to say. But can't really do a lot there. This section of circuit, really difficult, of course, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's really easy to get a penalty as well. Of course, the setting for the championship is so strict, so you can't afford a lot of mistakes.
Indeed, but sector 2 yellow flags. That is, believe, is Coronel and Combi have crashed, we believe. Yes, they have done so.
Ah, contact between the two of them.
And maybe Rabbit, actually, I believe. I think, no, sorry, it must have been Combi spinning. Rabbit was down the inside of Coronel Gaddafi there. Couldn't do anything just there. But very interesting stuff down at the back.
Dikana on the back of Baba. Is he going to make a move? Is he going to try it? He is going to try it.
Down the inside of the Ferrari. Locks up. Does he do it? He gets the exit then. But Ferrari's will have the inside. Remember, it's not that corner where it matters. It's this corner here. If you have the inside here, it's almost going to be goodbye. Let's see then. Ferrari versus Haas. Haas has got the inside. Runs out wide there to stop that Ferrari getting any kind of run on the exit. Great defending there. And Solid Ninja Snake, by the way, battling here is down the inside. That was Kovic going down the inside there. McLaren being swamped all of a sudden. But DRS bunching up indeed behind Kane. And of course now, Solid Ninja's going to have to try and come back down the inside. Does he do it? Dives down the inside. Gets that car turned in second gear. But the Red Bull's going to get a car back. Beautiful exit low from the Red Bull. Look at the cars behind. This is great racing here. As they come through the corner. Beautiful aerial shot there. As the Red Bull gets squeezed out. And now look out for the Toro Rosso there. As one of them runs wide. That must have been Tubby Ninja.
Roadhouse went off. Roadhouse went off momentarily.
But great battle here from at least 4th position all the way down to what looks to be at least 10th position, is that not?
Yeah, it's a really big line of cars. They all have a shot at the podium.
Big mistake,
as well.
The Red Bull's made a mistake there. This is advantage, Toro Rosso, the sister team, Bull Red as it's known in Italy if you translate it. It's going to come on to the back of the Red Bull, then it'll go to the inside. Look out for the other Toro Rosso in the background as well, down the inside. Does go then. By the way, Solid Ninja makes a dive on Kane as well whilst we were looking at this there. Great scrapping going on. Throw out from 4th all the way down to what is, I believe, 10th position.
Look out for the Tubby Ninja. Oh, it's really close up there. Roadhouse right on the back of them. Tubby Ninja really close to cover Jimmy there.
That's going to be...
goes a bit wide.
Yeah, it's going to be the position. Yes, it is. Runs wide.
And Roadhouse takes the position. We got yellow flags in sector 3.
Tubby Ninja.
Tubby Ninja's stuck. Tubby Ninja goes off. Can Dikana do something? Dikana and Tubby Ninja are having a battle now. Dikana on the inside, Tubby on the outside. Down the main straight.
By the way, I do want to just point this out. Solid Ninja, by the way, almost on the podium. And it's been 7 laps. This person, of course, is doing an absolute treat. He really needed this for his championship, and he is truly doing it, doing well today. So now Tolio in the thing, in the championship. Yeah, indeed, doing well. This will drop him down a few positions, but of course, it doesn't matter if he finishes in 4th because he's got such a big lead over Roadhouse, of course, in the championship. Even if he did not do it, of course. Sorry, Advanced Apple, of course, who is like, I believe, almost 95 points back, of course. 91 points back, of course. So, well, but here goes Solid Ninja and Johnny.
The combi has spun in turn 2, I think.
So sorry to interrupt you here, Vectro, but we've got a huge scrap going on here. To interrupt you, Solid Ninja side by side of that Red Bull, and he's going to take the podium there, down the inside, a great dive. The Red Bull can't do anything, he's trying to cut back there, but can't do anything. Back to you.
Well, I was already done with saying anything. I can't be spun momentarily, but this battle is more important at the moment. Canal and Advanced Apple is looking on the back of Canal now as well.
Indeed, in comes the Sauber, Roadhouse.
Yeah, Roadhouse goes to the pits. Maybe the Ultrasops are going off the cliff. Let's see what Advanced Apple can do on Canal. Can he do something? Yeah, he's trying to. Ooh, locks up there.
Advanced Apple trying to get underneath Kane's skin, who's also trying to get underneath Johnny's skin. As well. Well, it's going to be very interesting to see here as the battle is now for 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th, of course. I believe that is, yes, it is down to 7th there as Kane gets a penalty there, so that's going to ruin his attempt there. So now it's going to be Toro Rosso, Renault and Red Bull, and the other Renault as well in there, I believe, as well. Sorry, should we say the Force India in the battle? Rabbit gets a penalty as well. And down the inside, yeah, Advanced, down the inside, there'll be contact, there is. Now, look out for the Red Bull, who gets a very big tank slapper. Look out for this Red Bull, by the way, of Kovic then. He's going to make it 3 wide. We're going to be going 3 wide down the straight in a second. He's going to go to the inside of the 3 of them, or 2 of them, let's see. Red Bull, does he try and make the move? Backed out of it there to let these guys decide where they're going. Gets a bit of contact there between the pair of them, of Kane and Advanced Apple. Can't do it there. Now he has to sit behind and wonder, where is he going to make this move?
Well, not here yet, I think. He's going to focus on the exit. Coronel has another penalty, I think. Yeah.
Penalties all around right now. Up front, 6 seconds. Nezeran's not letting him go low. He's definitely evened out there. It's gone up about 2-3 seconds after the last 3 laps. In, by the way, is that the both Red Bulls? Oh, the Renault! I think the Renault, he'll miss the wall. Yes, Kane almost hits the wall there, locking up and just about avoids it. I've seen that mistake before around this circuit, of course, in different.
He was lucky not to hit the wall. It was a really good correction from him. He might have hit the wall if he didn't brake enough. Really.
Johnny goes for the super softs.
Really clumsy mistake from him, but he will do it next lap. It will cost him though. It cost him a few positions actually. But what's the most important? It didn't cost him a nose cone. So
yep, or a front tire.
It's all good for him. Or a front tire in the worst case scenario.
By the way, Rabbit Donkey Don Baba and got Ducana and all that for 10th, I believe. Is that 10th, 9th downwards? Tubby Ninja, of course, struggling right now. He's got a whole heap of cars. This is the battle I think you were looking at. As Coronel Gaddafi gets another penalty down the back of the field. 23 seconds off the pace of Combi.
Yeah, it's still a big train between the Tubby Ninja, Ducana, Baba, Don Silva and Rabbit Donkey.
And look out, Johnny's only a few seconds behind.
From 9th to 13th.
Johnny's only a few tenths behind, of course. He's about 4 seconds behind these guys. He'll only catch up eventually here. But this is turning into an absolute fantastic race, by the way, so far in America. Matty D leads from Nezeran, Solid Ninja, Advanced Apple, Kovis, Senator,
Roadhouse. Roadhouse and Johnny are having a battle for 14th position.
S40 has just got past Kane, by the way. Let's see, is Kane going to come in the pit lane quickly? Let's have a quick look if he finally comes into the pit lane. Let's see if he manages to get in this time. This time he just about gets in. S40 gets a time penalty for corner cutting there. As Ducana and Tubby Ninja, as they come out of the last corner to start on to what is a lap 10, of course, they're on right now.
Rabbit Donkey on the back of Don. He's catching. Or it's a bit of lag.
Yeah,
Rabbit and Don are lagging.
Yeah, a bit of lag indeed, as you say. Advanced Apple, a 3-second time penalty.
Also a penalty. Penalties all around, like you said.
Huge issues in terms of penalties
This is,
right now.
Yeah, this is of course one of the most strict tracks with penalties.
Oh!
There were 2 cars going off.
No, that was lag.
I think there was also lag. Lag, yeah, lag.
Lag between the pair of them, unfortunately, that.
Yeah, it's saying that Baba Ninja had... Baba has a really bad connection, it's saying.
Yeah, but very, very bad.
Yeah, only 1 bar. If you look from Don Silva's onboard, you can see that he has an icon behind his name. It's really bad connection. While Decana goes side by side with Tubby Ninja. And he makes the move. I think. No, not yet. Tubby Ninja's still on the outside. The outside will turn into the inside. And there's a car going off.
Yeah, that looked like that.
Yeah, Ferrari.
Baba.
Did he just completely miss the braking point there?
Must have though. Must have locked up. Or must have been a bit of lag, but
there's a ghosting car.
Tubby Ninja, by the way, he's still there. He's not given up on that battle. Sent 8 to a 3-second time penalty. Even more penalties going on in this race. Absolutely fantastic to see. Matty D, Nezza and Advanced Apple, Covey and S40, all in the pit lane, by the way. Also coming in the Toro Rosso of Tubby Ninja. He gets a 10-second time penalty for corner cutting.
It's going to be very interesting what all these penalties are going to do. Can we keep track of them actually? Because this might be detrimental for the finishing positions. I think Coronel has like a 1-minute penalty at the moment.
Rabbit Donkey goes it, by the way.
Yeah, Rabbit Donkey made some contact with Canal.
Kane having a look on Covis.
Yeah, I was just about to say, really on the back there. Really good stuff through the S section.
See S40 and for Tubby Ninja. Again. Indeed, really struggling.
Rabbit Donkey has gone off. Rabbit Donkey has gone off. After the S section. He's made a mistake.
Damaged the front wing.
He has lost a bit of front wing. He has lost a bit of front wing.
Really affect him here.
He's faster on the straight though. Always look on the bright side of life.
Don Silva and Johnny, by the way, the battle between the Renault and the Red Bull, and of course up the road.
Infinity is weaving. Infinity is weaving on the main straight, on the back straight, and Tubby Ninja now goes for a move. With DRS, goes to the outside, went to the inside. And did you get a better exit? He does. Can he hold it around the outside here?
Try to get a cut
Will
back.
Will he do a cutback? Yeah, cutback.
That was contact.
Now again on the outside.
So just go back down
Can
the inside.
Can he make a stick? Maybe not a cutback here. Yes, he does.
They'll go side by side into the long right-handers. This will be interesting. And eventually it'll have to lift. Can he try and get a cutback low? He tries a little bit there, but Infinity just about keeping his nose in. Nezra and Takana, by the way, battling there right now. Nezra.
Right.
We're looking at this battle here. To interrupt you there, Decana and Nezerin just had a bit of a battle there. They're side by side. Tin Can in the pit lane as well.
There's a lot of action going on at the moment. Solid Ninja and Senator will still off the pit. And
Johnny's off. Damage on the front wing. That's the front left end plate completely torn off. It looks like that.
Yeah, I think he locked up straight into the barrier then. Really weird place to go off.
You'll have to pit.
It's gonna cost him a lot of time there. And of course, with his penalties, another yellow flag.
Yeah, was that Dawn? It was Dawn. Spinning as well.
Dawn, yeah.
What is going on in this motor race? Huge issues going on, by the way. Here goes Convis on Advanced Apple, by the way. I think that is. Yes, it is. Red Bull on Toro Rosso. Locking up goes the Toro Rosso Advanced Apple. Tries to force him wide. The Red Bull's having none of it. Down the inside as they come into this tricky, very tight section. But look out for that Toro Rosso. It'll still be there. It'll put its nose down the inside then. Looking aboard. There's a bit of contact there on the exit. Squeezes them out wide. Advanced Apple stays ahead of Covis at the moment.
Yeah, and now Kane joins the fun.
Indeed, and Matty D going for past his teammate, by the way, into second position. Does he do so? His teammate doesn't put up any fight there on his fellow championship leader. Takana in the pits, by the way. Kovis and Advanced Apple, and like you say, Kane is, well, right behind him. Here he goes down the inside. Locks up, does he do it? Goes straight on, gets the car turned in. Easy peasy on the inside, but on the exit though, let's see if Toro Rosso can do anything. Not straight away. That's a sit behind, and just wonder where he's going to make the move.
Also, Advanced Apple is showing an icon of bad connection. I hope it doesn't affect him in the race in a later stage.
They're all showing the red bar for me right now, but never mind. It might just be a bit glitched.
I do hope so, because bad connection is the worst way to go out of the race, of course.
Johnny in the pit lane, by the way, as well, after, of course, losing that front end plate. That's going to really cost him, and a 3-second time penalty just to add on the misery of him right there.
Let's see, Advanced Apple has the DRS on Kovis. Can he do something? He brakes really late. Almost chokes off the front wing there. Looking on board now on Kane. Advance is not letting Kovis Jimmy go.
Indeed, Solid Ninja in the pit lane, by the way, from P1. P2 is Matt, by the way. He will take the lead right now. He's only 5 seconds behind. But we have to wonder, he's going to come out around here, I believe, is he not?
What did you say?
Solid Ninja, of course, he's going to come out, I believe, really close to these guys. He comes out the pit lane. These guys are just coming down the start line. This could be close.
I think Solid Ninja has it.
Just about, yes. By a few attempts.
But here comes Advanced Apple on Kovis Jimmy. Not yet, though. Will he get a good exit? Yes, he does.
Can he do anything of it, though? Not straight away. That's the crucial thing. What a motor race we've got here in America. We've got another 14 and a bit laps to go here. Halfway through this race, another half to go.
Already half to the race, it's really gone fast.
3-second time penalty for Infinity.
3-second penalty.
That means Tommy Ninja is right behind them here as well, so we'll keep an eye on that. But right now we're looking at the battle for 6th, 7th, 8th, and further back Team Canada penalty as well.
Penalties all around. This track is really strict. They're way more strict than the actual race control in real life.
Indeed. Well, like you say, race control in real life is a bit bad, just like the graphics on those cars just there. They just passed the screen a few seconds ago. Well, Kane is just sitting there looking at these guys. His tyres will have to be going off slowly, as we'll go and get the details up of everyone who's stopped. The only person who has not stopped is Senator, of course, right now. A few people have made their second stops of Johnny, Gaddafi, and Baba as well, and Tin Can as well, unfortunately, for them. Big people who've jumped up the field as well. Senator up 12 positions, Johnny down 11, so those are the big winners and losers. But of course, Senator has yet to pit from a decent race.
Senator is going really long on the super softs. Maybe he's just trying to cover his teammate here, playing the team game. Or he just, it will be interesting where he comes out though. Where did he start on the grid? Do you happen to know that?
Well, would have been plus 12, so we've been started about 14th position, we believe, because that'd be up 12 positions. So we'd have started 14th, set 3 yellow flags. Gaddafi,
in the wall?
Maybe in the wall there. Has he lost a tyre? Yes, he has. Yeah, that is at the last corner, is that not?
Which way is he facing? I can't see it.
Backwards towards the last corner there, so he's gone off in a huge way. That's
second to last corner indeed.
So he's just given up. He looks, we believe he must have just given up there. Johnny on the back of Combi, by the way, for 15th and 16th position. Quickly.
Yeah, I just saw that. It's Johnny. Fastest lap actually. Yeah, fastest lap for Johnny. He's really pushing.
This will be an easy move.
Don't jinx it, Evil.
It's the exit. Let's see, it'll be easy to blast past. Red Bull of DRS versus the Williams with no DRS. Combi can only try and defend a little bit here, but here comes the Red Bull. I think he knows not to try anything. The Red Bull go down the inside, locks up a little bit there, easy peasy there on the inside. The Williams tries on the exit, but nothing he can do. The Red Bull with superior grip, of course, on those fresh tyres. Just blasts himself away, and there is nothing Combi can do, unfortunately.
Yeah, away all the tires with my thing.
Kana and Tommy Ninja, by the way, battling as well with Infinity as well, noticing that for 10th, 11th and 12th. Tommy Ninja gets a bit of a mistake there, and here we go! Very close there, side by side. They come into the S's. Look at this! They always touch wheels. They do touch wheels. Great stuff between the pair of them there. They just about avoid each other, and that could have been an aeroplane crash then.
He was really close indeed, almost contact to the SS.
Tommy Ninja, he's going to have it all to work. Look at the gap they've suddenly dropped from Infinity as these guys battle here. Kana will have DRS. Johnny, a 3-second time penalty. It's not gone well for him, has it?
No, yeah, I think it's more of a race of who has the most penalties at the end. Also, RabbitDonkxxl has a penalty now.
Kana gets past Tommy Ninja.
Roadhouse on the back of Senatori. Nezerin has already gone past. Nezerin was second, actually. Has Nezerin stopped yet?
Yes, he has stopped. He went up for the field very dramatically. In comes Senator, by the way, finally from the super soft.
Oh, he almost spun into the pit lane there. Oh, really close. Almost a second one to make a mistake there. Let's see where Senator will rejoin. He started 14th position.
Soft, so he'll go to the end. Out of 10 laps on those tyres, that'll be brave. Let's see where he jumps down to. He was in 14th where he started. He's going to come out, I believe, around this Infinity area. He'll come out just ahead of Infinity, we believe. There he is. He's going to come out awfully close with Infinity, actually, as they come up the hill. But Infinity just behind.
Infinity will have a better exit, though. But he has the position. And Tommy Ninja still on the back of Lucana. They have battled all race long, I think. And he's got another penalty.
Indeed, Tommy Ninja a penalty this time.
I catched it on his onboard. This track is really strict because he did cut it a little bit, but not overly too much.
Indeed,
is there any way to view the amount of penalties? Because it's very interesting to see them now.
If you press star, you should be able to go to the race director, and then you press R1, you should be able to bring it all up.
Well, let's see. Race director.
Press the R1 button for penalties, and you're about to see all the penalties that are there. You can go and read through them all and put a mental note who's got a penalty. How many?
I'm not gonna... A lot. No, I cannot count them because I will be here after the end of the race. So we just have to see who is where after the end of the race. I think Matty
definitely
has a comfortable lead.
8 seconds ahead of Nezerin there. Roadhouse only 1.5 behind, and then following back 1.6, and then there's another 1.9. So everyone kind of about 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds between each other then. The top 7 are at least. That's a very interesting situation we've got there. Everyone's just outside each other's operating window. Further 6 seconds back, of course, to S40. Then a 3-second gap to Senator. Infinity, 3 seconds. Then to Kana. Now starting to pull away a little bit from Tommy Ninja. Following behind, Donald Silver in 13th position. Tin Can, 14th. Down the back, the person who's struggled the most in this race with very many issues is Johnny. Combi. RabbitDonkxxl, of course, crashing earlier on. And then we've got Baba in 18th, and Colonel Gaddafi, we believe, may have taken himself out of the race. Either that or he's spun very dramatically. So we don't want to say what happened yet, but 10 laps to go here in America. And the clouds are starting to brood over, aren't they?
It is, of course, dynamic weather, so this race isn't over yet. It's far from over, actually. 10 laps is a lot.
And that's indeed a huge thing here, especially when you're here in America, of course. It's circuits about a 1 minute 40, a 1 minute 34 lap time, I believe they set averagely. I was looking on board with Mac D, who's got a massive lead right now. It's come down half a second. So Nezerin, he's starting to close back up. Ultra soft tyres for Matt versus the super soft for Nezerin. Nezerin's going for a very aggressive strategy here compared to Matt. So let's see, Matt may have to pit again.
Not quite sure. I do not think so. but you never know.
Senator 136.6 leg. Great lap there on the ultra softs of the Force India. His nearest driver is S40, by the way, so we'll keep an eye on that if it closes up. Tin Can, by the way, we're going to quickly look at him because he seems to be catching to the back of Dom Silver in the Renault as well. And Kane, another 3-second time penalty there to add to the list. I'm pretty certain if we counted up all the time penalties, it would be around about, I'm going to say at least a minute. Right now, I've seen
at least a lap, I think.
Maybe a lap.
At least a lap, I think.
Of Monaco.
Of Monaco.
There we go. Another one. That surely was a bit interesting. I was running a board. He didn't even run wide there. I think track limit. Oh well, he might run wide if he does that. Oh, all set to 2 yellow flags. What's that for?
Coming into the wall.
Tommy Ninja. Is that? Yeah, front right's gone on the front end plate. So we'll have to pit it. How much damage has it done? Yeah, we'll have to pit that. You'll have to pit there. We'll have no downforce. Watch out for Johnny, who's going to try on the outside there. Johnny swoops around the outside there. Hopefully, Tommy Ninja realises he's got damage there, because he's going to have a serious realisation in a minute when he's got no downforce when he brakes. So he's going to have to really be cautious here. Watch out, Johnny, on the brakes, by the way. If he tries to brake late, he's going to lock up immediately. Brakes early there. Gets away with it. Partner, by the way, he's behind him. Oh, well, Infinity's got a penalty. Oh, well, Infinity's in the pit lane, actually, in the Mercedes. Sideways. Comes in, slows the car down to 37 miles an hour, and in comes the Mercedes for ultra soft tyres, we believe. Yes, it is. 8 laps to go for him, or 9, technically, and in he comes for the ultra soft tyres.
Maybe he got a bit of... No, he didn't get any damage.
He didn't have damage, so it must be strategic.
It's a risky situation. For the last 8 laps, he tries to make up the time he lost in the pit lane with the ultra soft tyres.
Indeed, Roadhouse on the back of Nezrin, by the way. He's really caught himself up. Infinity now dropping behind Johnny, by the way.
Combi, can he make a move here? Oh, Combi move. Almost lost the back end at the first corner.
Indeed, but big shout out, by the way, to Solid Snake, who we said perhaps this was a foreshadow of his race. Well, it isn't. He's on the he's almost on the podium. He almost spins out as I go to him. Well, let's hopefully not cast him anymore. But he's looking good. He's only a few tenths behind the podium. Actually, he's 1 second, and of course, Roadhouse only a second behind Nether now. Who, of course, remember out to the F7 tier. Remember at Spa on the last laps where his tyres went off. He's a very aggressive driver on his tyres. Perhaps is this something we're seeing here? Sector 1 yellow flag. That is a Tommy Ninja in the wall again. That is well, that is he's just pitted, we believe. As he's just pitted and he's going off again there. So there's some huge issues going on.
Oh, what's going on with him? Need to be careful. It's going to be retirement. That is a retirement, I think.
Indeed, as looking on board a Solid Snake right now as he hunts down as Tommy Ninja retires. There he is, out of the race. That is a disappointment for him, struggling there. But that is
Johnny going for it.
Yeah, Johnny and that going for it. Looking at Solid Snake, but you have to just say, like, that perhaps it's the tyre temperatures and perhaps the surface because it's starting to get cloudy. These drivers may be starting to struggle here.
Sorry to interrupt you, but side by side, Johnny does the cutback. Let's see if he can get back side by side through the S's. Great aerial shot there. Really close.
Now we look at Infinity, who's got a time penalty. We're looking at Roadhouse, should we say, actually, instead. And Solid Snake. Second, third and fourth, battling together here with only about 6.5 laps to go here. So, Solid Snake could get second position here, and that'll be dampening the blow. It'll only be at 8-point deficit. It'll be 18 points coming into the last few rounds. Still within realms of possibility as Roadhouse, a 3-second time penalty there as well.
Even, you know what the fun thing is? They're all battling now, but we do not know who has the best papers because they all have penalties. Well, Roadhouse has, but does he have more than Solid Snake?
Indeed, very, very close stuff indeed. Well, you have to wonder here, with only a few laps to go, we're on 22 or 28. Like we said, the pace deficit is definitely a deficit here. Nezeron seems to be struggling on his tyres, we believe, by the way. That's what I am picking up here. He seems to be very loose on the rear end, if you've noticed here. And this is allowing the chain reaction Johnny a 3-second time penalty. This could be interesting here. I think Roadhouse is going to the inside. Nezeron cuts him off here. Look out for the McLaren, who's going to try him down the inside. Has to back off a bit there. Now we get a cutback. Oh, they hit the wall! Oh, they're both off! Tyre flying! Oh, that has not gone well. Contact between what was second and third. Well, I said it could be foreshadowing for Nezeron. Well, Solid Snake, I should say. It's foreshadowed for Nezeron there. Rear end. Contact there. Oh. I've re-lost the stream. Hold on a second. Oh. You turn the PS4 off normally.
On it. Maybe you can do something here.
Across the stream. Fuck's sake. I don't know if the stream is still live or it's just gone off, but we're trying to see the best we can. We're still live, but I've lost all contact right now with the controller, so I can't do anything.
We have no idea where to stand at the moment. It's all a bit of interesting at the moment because everyone has a lot of penalties and we have no idea how much. People have request.
I apologise for the delay there. I had to switch my controller back to my other one because of reasons. But have I missed anything?
Yes, Infinity had a massive shunt out of the first corner.
That is a shame there. Of course, we missed a bit of battling there. Don't worry, Roadhouse and Tin Can, and we've got Don Silver still battling here for 12th, 11th, and 10th, by the way. As you get on the inside, goes the Roadhouse there on Tin Can.
Yeah, Tin Can is smelling the points. If he can get past Roadhouse and Don Silva, he can get in 10th position. But with all the penalties, will it be enough?
Oh, the Williams trying back to the inside of the South, by the way. That of Tin Can can't do anything on Roadhouse there. As running wide goes Don Silva, and now Roadhouse sweeps around the outside and takes another position.
Can Tin Can do something here? Find Don Silva. We're looking for it. Really pushing, giving it on the final few laps. We went wide. Does avoid another penalty. Don Silva as well a penalty. It's all just we are not quite sure in which position they are at the moment,
well,
because it's all about
Williams to the outside of Don Silva. Can't do anything there. Tries to get the car back. Easy peasy there. Now Don Silva's still going to be there though as they come through the S's. Don Silva's not going to give up and retains the position right now. This is for 11th and 12th position. They're just outside the points, by the way. Trying to sneak up in second position, so he's did get past all of them now. So that is what he wanted to see. Of course, as Combi gets a fast lap of 1:35.2 in the Williams, so that is a good lap from him.
And Nezarun made a small mistake there. There was you did catch that, didn't you? Just before your controller died again. Nezarun and Roadhouse had a massive shunt, and they're now all the way down into 9th and 10th.
Yep, we did just catch that, of course, just before the issues. There's Tin Can down the inside of Don Silva. Can't do anything there. These guys battling extremely hard here as he comes to the end of the race. Only a lap and a bit to go here in this American Grand Prix, as Don Silva still can't get past, well, seriously, Tin Can can't get past Don Silva. Everything's getting confusing. But of course, Nezarun, of course, I have to say, it was a big impact, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was on the exit of the first corner. He's coming his own, I think. I do not think he had contact with Roadhouse. He just spun it and hit the inside Anko at the first corner.
Ah, well, must not right that bit there then. But Tin Can and Don Silva, though, they're still battling down the back, of course, as we are coming to start the final lap in a few moments for Matty D, by the way. He was dominating this race. Rabid Donkey in the pit lane as well on the last, almost the last lap. That was a disappointment for him.
We have not seen Matt all race, actually. He has been dominant from start to finish.
Sorry to say, Advanced Apple's going for third. Advanced Apple to third position on the Red Bull. We've seen this battle for a few laps ago at the beginning of the race. Advanced Apple gets past Convis there, and behind is Kane, who's got a penalty. We don't know the official finishing positions after all of this has been confirmed, but right now is battling Advanced Apple and Convis right this second, battling as well. Solid Ninja Snake gets a penalty as well. But as we're coming on to the final few laps,
it's just a big cluster of penalties everywhere. We have no idea where people stand. It might be that Canel's on the podium. We do not know. Well, Don Silva's gone wide, and Tin Can has got into the position 11.
Catching that there as well. Putting any comments down in the chat as you wish, of course. Advanced Apple and Convis here as they start, of course, the final lap. Solid Snake in second by Convis trying around the outside. Does he do it right around the outside there? We squeezed off there by the Toro Rosso. Toro Rosso v Red Bull here. That's a sight we haven't seen since 2008. Two of the top cars, of course, in their little battle here, of course, and Well, we'll have to say, it's going to be interesting to see who gets ahead of who, isn't it?
Yeah, and even Canal can spoil the fun as well. If the guys in front make a mistake, he will be there to pick up the places.
S40, a penalty as well, unfortunately for him. So not going to be doing anything. A Senator is only a few seconds back on these guys. Tin Can, a 3-second time penalty as well.
It's going to be very close between these three guys, third, fourth, and fifth.
Let's see. Covers around the outside, so 2 yellow flags. That must be for Tin Can.
Issue for Tin Can. Issue for Tin Can.
Johnny, 3-second time penalty. Meanwhile, just coming through the last corner, by the way, just to go to that. Matty D comes out the last corner to win the American Grand Prix and now upgrades the championship to 18 points. Solid Ninja Snake, great recovery from down in 10th. Advanced Apple and Converse and down the inside when one of the Renaults. It's done a Verstappen, did he get him? Yes, he did on the last lap for 4th. Brilliant dive for Kane there on Converse. And Advanced Apple, Kane and Converse. Sonata get them. Kane down in 6th with penalties.
Down to 6th. Canal down to 6th.
40 will get 7th. Nezerin, well, they're all jumping up here. We may never know who'll finish where until this race finishes.
Yeah, like I said, it's all a cluster of penalties. Solid Ninja Snake into 2nd position. Really good from him. Advanced 3rd and later in 4th. Oh, there's a crash. S40 is at the back of a car.
Yep, that's after the race is finished. Johnny comes through the last corner. Disappointing 3rd team. Combi will be a
donkey on the back of Combi.
Yeah.
The donkey on the back. He's on the Ultrasoft, fresher tires I think. He's really faster. Can he do
we see a last corner dive.
No, I don't think so. It's not for points.
And penalty. Oh, Jesus! He's rolled over! He's rolled over!
They haven't finished yet.
Combi out of the last 5 centimetres of the line. That is the worst sight you can ever see in your life. 5 centimetres from the line and out of the US GP. There is the line. You can see the 2nd flag. And he doesn't get any points or even finish the race.
Oh my dear Lord, I did at the onboard of it.
Crushed hopes.
Oh. Lost flip.
Right, and to the podium we go. Well, the championship standings very much are now going to be blown open. And look at all the penalties. Oh my God.
Insane. Insane.
Everyone but Matt got penalties. Matt has an 18-point lead into the next round. Of course, it'll be in Mexico City. Of course, that will be next week. Driver of the day, without a doubt, has to go to Senator Lem from 14th to 4th position. Without doubt, one of the best drives I've seen in his career right now in the few races I've seen. But until next time, back to the final words. What do you think?
What is your rating for the race?
I'm going to rate that
a
solid 8 out of 10. Few issues, of course, in the stream, but hopefully I did not disappoint from the racing.
Yeah, it's going to be a 9 for me. It's really eventful. A lot of things going on, a lot of penalties. We didn't know who was where till the end of the race.
Indeed. Well, as I just checked to make sure our audio was actually heard, it was, so that is good. That would be awkward, but until next time, of course, in Mexico City, we'll see you then. Thank you for joining us here in Apex Online Racing. Until then, we'll see you soon. Goodbye from the States.
See you next week.